Guys, the session will be starting shortly. One of the hosts is facing some network issues, so please just wait for a few minutes. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So, as most of you know, we'll be learning the basics of Python in in these sessions. And I guess many of you are wondering why we chose to teach Python as a language and not a lot of other languages. So, Python has some basic benefits over other languages, such as it is a easy to use language and it has a very basic syntax. You basically have to just write whatever you, it's basically like writing it english in english. And Python is functional on a lot of devices, and it's cross platform, so you won't have any device issues using Python. These are some of the reasons why people prefer Python nowadays, and it's like a very sought after language for job seekers and companies who hire people. So let's get started with this interview. And if you have any doubt, feel free to DM me or Prisha on Discord during the class or after the class. We'll be starting with downloading Python. If you can see my screen, just tell me.
Mm. So in this session, we are going to install Python, Visual Studio Code, and we are going to learn about the basics of Python. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so first, we need to install Python on our systems. So head over to python.org, click on Download for Windows, Python 3.11.3, and start the installation.
Sorry guys, I had a few net issues. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Prisha, you can stop your screen share. No, you're not sharing your screen. Entire screen. Yeah. Just tell me if you can see my screen.
It's visible.
Uh, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
The screen is visible.
Okay. Cool. So, first of all, to we'll download Python. So to download Python, you'll need to head to python.org/downloads. Just open this out on a site on a web browser. Give me a confirmation if you've opened the site. Everyone's opened it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now just click on download Python and download it. Save the application. An executable file will be downloaded and just run the file. Okay, so when this page opens, click on this add python.exe to path, check it, and just install now. It should just install. Tell me if give me a confirmation if you've downloaded it, if it's downloaded for you.
Yeah, I've downloaded it.
Rest.
Yeah, downloaded.
Okay, nice.
I
So now
downloaded
we've
mine.
downloaded Python, but we need an application and a software to run our codes and write our codes. So for that, we commonly use Visual Studio Code. It's an IDLE for Python and a lot of other languages. So to download Visual Studio, head to this site. I'm pasting this site on the channel, Discord channel, or you can just write it down.
I've opened it.
Okay. So now just if you're a Windows user, then you'll use this button, or if you're a Mac user, then this, and just download the executable file for Visual Studio. And run this too. Yeah, you can download it anywhere. The path doesn't matter. And when you do this, just click on add open with code. Create a desktop icon is additional. You can do it or not. It's all up to you. And just install it. Remember to check the add to path options in this, the open to code options. And when Visual Studio is downloaded, just tell me.
I've already downloaded it previously.
Okay, cool. So you should open Visual Studio Code and we'll get started with our class. So has everyone downloaded it?
Yes.
Okay. And
It's
anyone
It's
has a
downloading.
downloaded.
It's
It
downloading.
says to open a folder.
uh, Prabnur, can you write down your query to Prisha on Discord?
Please
Okay.
DM me on Discord.
I'll wait for you guys to download. I'll start with it at 20.
It's on the home screen.
Just
I've
open
downloaded
Visual
it.
Studio Code and open it now. Anyone has any doubts in downloading it or some issues you're facing? No one? Okay, nice. Raise your hand if you're done downloading Visual Studio Code. Rest.
Completed the downloading.
Nice. Open Visual Studio Code and raise your hand if you've downloaded it. Arav, Arav and Ayush, Samik, Samriddhi. Have you downloaded it?
Yeah, it's downloading.
It's
Okay,
done.
nice. So most of you have downloaded it. So let's get started with Visual Studio Code. So first, just click on new file and write down the name of your file. You can choose any name. Just make sure that you write .py at the end of the name of the file. .py is the like it's like the for Python like it's the extension for Python, and just save the file wherever you want to save it. So in today's class, we'll be learning some basic Python. We'll be learning the print statement and we'll learn something about variables in Python. So Python has a lot of functions in it. Print statement is one such function, and using the print statement, you can display some text onto your screen, and it's really easy to do. And one of the most useful statements in Python. So let's get started. The syntax is easy. Just type print, parenthesis, and inside quotes, write down the text you want to print. Write down hello world, and you should see a button here to run your file, and you can run it. And this is such, and Python is such simple. This is a my first piece of code, and it's just one piece of code, and it prints down hello world in the on our screen. Just give me a confirmation if you've done it, and if you have any doubts, just speak. Okay. So
Excuse me.
yeah,
I cannot see the run option.
did you download Python, Samik?
Yes.
Okay. Share your screen once.
Yeah.
You can lower your hands if you don't have any doubt.
I don't have the share option right now.
Wait, I'll just give you the permissions. Prisha, just make Samik a presenter for some time
Samik,
so
you
that
can
he can
share
share.
your screen now.
I can also not able to print that.
Okay,
I have
Samik.
shared my screen.
Yeah,
There is a
your
space
screen is.
between the file name.
That doesn't affect anything. You can have spaces.
Download the extension from Visual Studio Code to be able to run Python through the interpreter.
Yeah, Samik, you need to go to the extensions window in this. It's on the it's on the left hand side. The four squares that you can see, just go to them. Like the last option, the three squares one. Yes. And just type and install Python recommended, the first one. And yeah, others you should also install Python, just like how we did right now.
Yeah.
Go to hello Python now, Samik. Yeah, and just save the file first and then run it.
It's all. I saved it already.
No, just run it now.
Amit, you need to save your file.
It's on the top right corner, the triangle button. Run the
Okay.
file.
This.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. You can stop your sharing your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll learn a bit more about.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's showing me a name error.
Share your screen, Manan.
I'm not able to. Can you give me the option?
Yeah. Prisha.
Manan,
Yes.
You should be able to share your screen now.
I'm sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you see my screen?
Just a second. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah. So
You need
it's
to.
doing with this.
You need to put hello world inside quotes, double or single quotes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
if you want to print any characters or any string in Python, you always have to enclose them within quotes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen and we'll learn a bit more about the print statement.
Mine isn't running.
Who? Can you repeat?
Can you please share
My
the screenshot of
code
your
isn't running.
screen on Discord?
Just share the
I have.
screenshot to Prisha on Discord or post it on the programming channel, programming basic channel in the server, and she'll tell you what to do.
The channel is having some issues right now, so you guys can just DM Prisha or Nimansh.
Okay, so moving on. The print statement can not just print numbers, you can print not just letters, you can print numbers too, and you need not put numbers inside quotes. You can just print numbers without quotes. And you can also print multiple things at a time, like and you can just separate them with a comma to print more than one thing at a time. In this way I can print a lot of things at a time, like I can just print 2 3 4, and there's no limit. And always remember, the print statement works with single quotes too, just both of them have to be same. Double or single quotes both work in the print statement. Now the Python interpreter, the code is read line by line. So for example, if I write, just a second, Nimansh, it's gonna print it in different lines. My name is Nimansh, and it's always gonna read it from the start. So we can use it to make shapes, for example, like let's make a square using it. And yeah, so this is just a bit of knowledge about the print statement on how the program reads the print statement. And the print statement has a little bit of functions too. So for example, if I write my it in like a single print statement, I use it, just a second, I go out to other lines, it's gonna show me an error. It's not gonna read it. So we just have to write it in one line, and we can't, it's gonna show me an syntax error, meaning that it doesn't work. But if I, instead of single double quotes, if I use triple double quotes, I can write print statements within various lines. I can just write it in like this. Just a second. I can go like this, but it won't work with single quotes. This is an error. You can use triple double quotes or triple single quotes to print a statement, to print various lines at a time. Yes. With me, everyone, you like you got what I'm like. Anyone has any doubts?
It's still not printing for me.
Oh,
Samik,
share
can
your
you
screen.
DM?
No, you can share your screen right now, Samik.
For me, it's working. It wasn't me using.
It's me, Prabhu.
Okay, share your screen then.
I do not have presenter.
Prisha, what's your name? Can you tell your name? Can you repeat your name?
Prabhu, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. And Arush, Rishit, Shreyas, Aaron, Bhavit, do you have any doubts? If not, just lower your hands, please. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm clicking, but it isn't printing.
Press on the button on the. Did you download the extension for Python?
Ramnul, can you click on the output tab?
No, it runs on terminal. Terminal पे होता है. Terminal पे. Just go on terminal. Okay, you're on PowerShell. You're not on Python. Okay. Wait a second. Just go on. Just go on view and run it from there. And run. No, 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 no. Cancel, cancel, cancel. View run. Just run, not run and debug. Wait, this should work for you. Go to the arrow events next to the run button. On the run button, the arrow next to the run button on the top right corner. The small arrow next to the run button. On the triangular button which we use to run, that's called the run button. The top right corner. Yeah, the arrow next to it. Click on the arrow. And then run the Python file from here. Okay.
She needs to first create a new Python terminal, no? She will keep running in
Yeah,
PowerShell.
Manspear, you can continue the class. I will help her after the class is over.
Okay, we'll get back to you after the class. Rabnoor. Okay. You can stay
Okay.
in the meeting after the class. I'll get back to
Okay.
you. Yeah. So one more function in Python. Wait a second. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, so one more function for print statement in Python, and this is also used often, is let's say I wrote hello, and by default, like how you saw, between two print statements, it just creates a new line to print the Nimanj. It will create a new line by default. The Python would create a new line. But if I write end equal to and I like, let's say for a space, it will just run it hello Nimanj. Or if instead of a space, I can just write like 1 2, and so by default end in Python is a new line, but you can change it using this command end. So right, end here again, and like I just print 7 below it, still work. But if I remove this end, it would print the I study in class 11 in the next line. So you have to put it after every print statement and not just once. Okay. So just tell me if you understood what all I told till now and no one has any doubt. Anyone?
No.
No
Just
doubt.
raise your yeah.
Guys, I hope you're able to understand everything and hope you're having fun. This is just the basic right now because it's the first session. Any doubts, please feel free to unmute, please. And you can message Prisha.
Or just raise your hand if you don't have any doubt and you got everything what I told till now. Okay. Nishant, is the channel working now?
Let's just try. I think it is fixed now. Can one of the participants try to message in Prog Basic? Yeah, it's working now. So you guys can now send your doubts in hashtag Prog Basic.
Okay, so I'm gonna send a screenshot in the channel and you guys can try to recreate it by writing your own code. And then once you're done with it, just send the code in the channel. It's like a small task. I'm just gonna be sending a screenshot there. Wait a second.
So we have to share our task in Prog Basic or that promote your stuff.
Talk basic, just share your code there.
Okay.
After I use a end command, it's showing a syntax error.
Okay, can you share your screen?
I don't have the access.
Just a second, you'll be provided with it.
What is your name?
Aaron.
Okay. Yes, you can share your screen now.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
After n is equal to, you need to put a space there.
Okay, just a second.
No, enclose the space within quotes. Write a double quote or a single quote. Yes, and write a space here now.
Okay. Like this.
Write the space within the double quotes. Yes. Now do the same thing in all other print statements. Yes.
You also have to put fun in double quotes.
Yes. Just a second.
Try to run your program now.
Yes,
Yes.
it's now
Worked.
okay.
I send the screenshot in prog. Just try to recreate it, guys, using your code.
Share a
Yeah, there's no.
screenshot.
I send it in the channel. There's no chat, Teams chat, so I send it in the channel and just send your code there. Send a screenshot of your code in the channel, or you can DM me instead. You can just DM us with the code, me or Prisha. We'll be moving on till after we get like 10 codes. So yeah. And if you have any doubt, you can just ask us or DM us with it.
All those who have raised their hands right now, are you guys having a doubt or have you completed the task that Nivansh gave?
I've completed it.
Alright, so only
Send.
those who have completed the task you can send in the channel and raise your hand over here. Those who have doubts can directly ask.
But yeah, the backslash isn't working.
Share your screen, Bhavit.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, because
Same.
actually it
Yep.
accepts the backslash as a command, so it won't work.
Yeah,
You
you need
need
to
to.
s- add a space after the backslash. That was the
Okay,
whole
okay.
point. You try adding a space after the backslash. It would
Yes,
work.
now it's working.
Yeah. Rest others. How many you have done it?
I have also
Only
done it.
Bhavit. Okay.
Write done in the channel if you have completed the challenge.
And just raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hands because it will be a better idea for us that how many people have completed it so we can move on after this.
And please DM your code to us. Rest others. Are you guys facing any problem? Because I can only see 4 people who've written done.
Arav, Arush, Ayush, Dev, Ishit, Ganesh, Nipun, Samriddhi, Vyom. Are you guys facing any issues? Then please tell us. Or if you're done, then also please raise your hands.
Completed.
Completed.
Nimansh Bhaiya, please also explain the solution of this problem
Yeah.
after they're done.
So I can see most of you have done it. I'll just share this code to this problem after the class, or you can just see it actually. This is just a basic problem like the square we did. Okay, so now like most of you faced an issue with the backslash. So in Python, actually the backslash is taken as a command in the print statement. I can use the backslash and then n for a new line. This is a command for a new line. So like hello, it would run these in this like this. So the slash n in Python is used as a back new line. So this has the same output as this. You can write code over various lines in a lot of ways in Python. There are more functions with the backslash, but we'll get on to them later. For now, you just need to know backslash n, which creates a new line in the code. Now when you're working in Python and like when you learn more and you more complex projects and you learn with people and you like collaborate with people in Python. So for example, I write a complex code, right? So it would be difficult for others to read the code. So to make it easier for them to read, we use comments in Python. Comment is a line of code in Python that the program ignores it. So if I just write, nothing would happen, no error, nothing. But if I write hello alone, it would just show an error. It would not do anything. So comment is like an ignore statement. It ignores everything inside the comment. Comments are used to explain lines of code. You can also use comments after the line. So comments are a useful function in Python which you use to explain others. So if I write a code and then I go and someone needs to understand my code, they can use the comments I've written to understand it. And even if I write like commands under a comment, it would be ignored. If I write hello, print hello inside a comment, the program won't run it. So this is just all about comments. And now we come to variables. Variables are like the storage units in Pythons. Like we store stuff in boxes. Variables are used for the same thing. Variables are made by you define a variable name. You can name variable anything, just you can't use any special character except the underscore. And we don't start variable names with capital letters or underscores. So you start the name with a number or a letter, and you can use capital letters between the code, but it's not advisable to start a variable name with a capital letter. If I name a variable x and then I assign it a value by the equal to statement, I assign it the value hello, and then I print x. I do not need to use quotes to print x. You just can write it simply, and so this will print hello. I can make different variables. So if I make a variable y and then I give it the command, my name is Nimansh, and I print both x and y by separating them by a comma. This would print hello, my name is Nimansh. And like if I put an @ in my variable name, it would show an error. But if I put an underscore, it works. Wait, right, sorry. And for example, you're writing a complex code, it is advisable to name your variable something so that others can understand it. So that it's easier for others to understand what the variable is doing. And you can use variables too, like I write name and variables are used, let's say I'm printing it like 5 times. So for wait, like let's say I'm printing my name is Nimansh 5 times. So and then if instead of me someone else writes the code, so he or she needs to change it Nimansh to their name every space. But instead of that, they can just change the variable and it would automatically change everywhere. So that's where we say variables are useful mainly. Anyone has any doubt?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Those who don't have any doubt, you can lower your hands.
So now Prisha will teach you about various type of variables in Python. Prisha, you can take over. Hello, Prisha. You
Yes,
there?
yes. Give me a second. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible now?
Yeah, it's visible.
So now we are going to learn about the different types of objects in Python. So like Nimansh Bhaiya taught you, this is a variable. I can write here, hello.
Prisha, just go through it. Just don't go into much depth. We don't have much time left. Just tell them about them. Don't like
Sure,
go
sure.
into the
Okay.
syntax and everything.
So there are three types of objects in Python. First is a string. A string is a sequence of characters. What you can see here is a string. So if we print the type of X,
Prisha, just a second. She might be facing some issues at her end.
She is muted.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are now.
Okay, yes. So I'll repeat again. So there are three types of objects in Python. As you know, the first type of objects are strings. So if I write X is equal to hello, I am Prisha. So this is a string. A string is a sequence of characters in Python. So any object, any variable that has characters in it is a string. Strings always have to be enclosed within quotes, either single quotes or double quotes. So now if I print the type of X, then as you can see, I will get string. So this is a sequence of characters and this is called a string. Now, the second types of objects that we have in Python are called integers. Integers in Python are like basic integers in maths. So if I assign a variable num1 to, suppose 125, if I print the type of num1, then I will get, if I print the type of num1, I will get int, class int. So these are called integers and they do not have to be enclosed within quotes. You can just type numbers without quotes. The third type of objects that we have are called booleans. So var1 is equal to true. These are default keywords in Python. The two default booleans that we have are called true and false. So if we print the type of var1, we will get bool. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there are several functions that we can use on each of these data types. So first in strings, we have the dot upper function. We can print.
Prisha, we'll go on the function next class. We don't have time left today. The time's up.
Okay, then we'll cover
We'll
functions in the next class.
yeah, we'll teach you about the functions of these in the next class. For now, this was just an overview about the types. So anyone has any doubt or anything?
No.
Okay. And
If any concept is not clear to you, you can DM us after the class, or you can message us in the prog channel. Tomorrow we'll be covering the functions of different data types. So we'll see you there.
The same time meeting will be the same time.
we'll
No.
share you the time. We'll share with you the time when it will be.
Okay.
And any of you can, if you made anything or you tried experimenting with anything, you can share your screen and show us, or you can send us in screenshot, or you can just post it in the programming channel too. And I would advise you to play with the functions that we taught today, and that's a very good way of learning programming.
We'll be sharing all the codes and functions that we used today in the class in a while. So you all can leave the session now.
And this recording will also be shared. Was all for today.
The recording
If
will
you
be
have-
shared on Discord only.
Yeah, the recording will be shared. And if you have any doubt or if you want to ask something, you can stay in the meeting. We are here.
Rest everyone can leave.
Prog advanced
Thank you.
class will
Bye.
happen like right now or later.
Manan, do you know the basics of Python or any other programming language? Yes,
I
then-
know the basics.
Then you can attend Prog Advanced. I think Kunsh Bhaiya will be hosting a session tomorrow, so you can join the classes there.
Okay. Thanks.
Great.
Yeah, you guys can also see it if you want to.
Thank you, Prashant Nimansh Bhaiya.
Welcome. Hope you liked the session.
Yes.
I'll stop
Samik.
the recording now.
Shreyas, Kanishk, Ayush, do you have any doubt?
No.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Ayush, you can leave the meeting.